Hey, I think I'm actually live now. Sorry about that. All the practice in the world, and I'm still not quite there yet. So give me just a second, please. Come over here, click you, quit game. Yes, quit that game because I'm going to start a fresh one. Don't want to stifle the illusion here about I practiced this a little bit before I came in. I didn't come into this live. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining. I really appreciate that. I'm amazed that I'm... There we go. Now I shouldn't be talked over by the music. I want to thank everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. I am amazed and thrilled that there are so many people in here, and that I've reached 10,000 subscribers. Took me about 5 years, maybe. I'm really bad at math. This is my first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm a little nervous, and I also want to apologize in advance. I may miss messages. In fact, I'm sure I'm going to miss a lot of messages. I will do what I can. I've been in some of these before where people do the live streams where they're like, oh, well, charge a person $2, $5, have their messages pop out. I've done everything I can to the best of my ability to not monetize this particular stream because, first of all, it's a celebration for, hey, got this many subscribers, but I don't know what I'm doing. And to monetize something you don't know what you're doing seems a little crass. So, so thank you. I'm sure I've got a lot of my Patreon people in here. Thank you for all the support. And even if you're not supporting our Patreon, and just watching my stuff is amazing. Thank you so much. And my YouTube members as well. I'm sorry. The YouTube membership kind of came out of left field for me because YouTube kept sending me, hey, I'm going to do this, do that. Honestly, they bribed me. I wasn't planning on doing the YouTube membership because I'm just one person, and even keeping the Patreon stuff was a little bit above my old man brain pay scale. But YouTube literally bribed me with money to turn on my channel membership. So I'm like, okay, fine. But their membership settings are a lot more difficult than my Patreon settings. So, to any of my members, my YouTube members that are watching, you are appreciated too. So if I say Patreon, you're not an afterthought. Please believe me, you're not an afterthought. I really appreciate the support as well. It's always been Patreon until somewhat recently. So I want to take time real quick to thank Triv from Trivial Theater. She is moderating this for me. She is awesome. Please check out her channel. I've left links to it in my description on this particular stream. So please check her out. She's amazing. She's very funny. She's very clever. It's not Scooby stuff for her necessarily, but honestly, everything she has is gold. So please check her out as well. I also want to apologize for all the... In fact, I want to start also by saying I've had people ask me to do live streams before, and I always try to temper expectations because what you see when I'm publish a video, that is a result of about 10 to 20 hours, usually more, at least closer to 20 hours than 10, of writing a script and rewriting the script and rewriting the script. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I got to stop and think what I'm trying to say. But I do a lot of editing, and I'm very careful, and I practice all this stuff, and I get in front of the camera, I'm reading from my teleprompter, and I still screw up. That's the amazing thing. I've spent 20 hours practicing a script, got everything written, and I still screw up. I'll be sitting there reading, and I'm like, why did I write that? That is garbage. How did I not notice I was using the same word twice in the same... And that's, again, after 20 hours of this. So you're getting raw, unfiltered Joe here. And so please bear with me. I'll do what I can. I'm really going to be bad at checking chat. I apologize in advance. So I'm going to kind of scroll back up, kind of look. Invader J, thank you for the congratulations. Double Shot Danny, thank you. Briar Baker, thank you. Hey, there's some of my Discord buddies. How you doing? Oh, Dan's here. Hi, Dan. Oh, well, hell, Dan's another someone I've done a collaboration with before. He does TYTD reviews. Please check out his channel as well. He's English, so in fact, several people in here I think are from over there, and it's pretty late over there. So thank you guys for showing up. DVD and Film Bloke, thank you for being here. Again, I'm kind of scrolling through. I'm so sorry if I'm not going to be answering questions or things like that. I will when I can. It's just first time I've done this. And Triv had hit me with earlier. She's like, should we do have her on mic as well so she can monitor and actually talk to me? And now I regret very much not having her set up to do that, because now I'm realizing that would have a thing to do. I didn't do that because it took me a week with my brother to get all of the audio settings set up properly so that people can hear me talk and people can hear the game and I got the chat, etc., etc., etc. And when Triv and I were on earlier, I still had something wrong. It took us half an hour to figure out what changed on my system to where people can actually hear me. So, hey, Joe, you're unironically one of the coolest people on YouTube. Again, that's because you only see 20 hours of scripting and editing. And you know what? You're going to hear a lot of this, and you're going to hear a lot of, those are all edited out as much as I can when I'm doing my editing. So you're getting the worst you're going to see me. I don't even have any makeup on. I actually put makeup on when I'm doing this stuff. My brother gives me hell about it, but I've always had bad skin, so I get blemishes on my face, and I'm not a vain person, obviously. So, but when I'm editing and I see splotches, I'm like, and I'm too lazy to really sit down and really learn After Effects. So it's just easier to, makeup on to get rid of the shiny, get rid of the splotches. So I did shave beforehand, so at least you don't see all the scruffiness that I usually have. Okay. Thank you, Amity. Have a good night's sleeping. Incidentally, I don't think I have to say this, and I was telling Triv about this earlier. My viewers are awesome. I get nothing but good feedback from everybody in the comments, which I do try my best to answer them as many as I can. I usually try for 100% answering. I don't always answer responses because those are harder to find because I just get a big long thing, but I do my damnedest to at least answer everybody once, even if it's just to say thank you for watching and commenting, because that absolutely helps. Where was I going with that? Someone had poked up something here, and I was I'm missing a thyroid just for what it's worth. I'm on meds to make up for those hormones, but I had my full thyroid removal here about 5 years ago, roughly around the time I started this channel. And my cancer doctor tells me it's not the thyroid, which is his kind way of saying, no, you're just getting old and forgetful, and that's your life now. So I wish I could remember why I was talking about the comment. Oh, now I remember. Haha, I got there at the end. Everybody's very kind, but I did give Triv full moderation. So if anybody gets out of hand, she's going to be brutal with that band hammer. Again, I don't expect that to be an issue with anyone. I really do not. But all I'm really worried about, because when you have people in the community that are really excited and enthusiastic about a subject, you might get heads butting because this person's enthusiasm isn't quite the same as this person's enthusiasm. And they start arguing back and forth, and then snowball effect. Well, Triv is here to make sure that doesn't happen. So, again, so sorry. I'm going to miss almost everything that's in chat. I'm just to be able to glance occasionally. Yes, Triv will definitely send them to the Shadow Realm. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, right? I used to have a beard. I used to have a beard. And then I decided that I would rather look 10 pounds fatter, but 5 years younger. Sorry. I usually use a lav mic, but I'm using my blue snowball mic, so I tap it. I apologize. But, I shaved because, yeah, it makes me look that much bigger on camera, but you can't see all the gray. And then occasionally before I film, I'll be in the mirror and I'm like, ooh, white hair. And then sometimes I'll buzz it. So, all right, I am going to start the game. And again, which member of the game do you most relate to and why? I think I could kind of relate to all of them in some respect. Fred, because he likes to take charge and tell people what to do. Velma, because she's insufferably smug. Daphne, because she's gorgeous. Shaggy, because he eats a lot. And Scooby, because I'm really hairy. Yes. I look like I take this shirt off. You can't tell any difference. It's pretty bad down there. I'll be able to watch this later. As far as I know, this should be, YouTube should be saving this. At least it's done that for all the others I've done. If I screw up, because again, this is my first time doing this, I apologize. That's the only thing I can think of that would not make this available later, because again, dumbass. Dumb butt. I'm trying to keep everything family friendly. I always try to keep my stuff on my stuff family friendly as much as possible, even if I do touch upon adult subjects. Scooby's one of those things I kind of like to leave, not necessarily pure, but it's for everybody. So I do try to tone down my normal personality, my normal way of speaking. That's why I censor myself all the time when I'm talking on this. But in real life, I use the F word like a comma. Okay. You cannot stop me from swearing. So it's really difficult to avoid doing that. So I'm going to, start the game here, and I'm pointing this way because that's where my game is over here. I did try playing this for a while to start with, and I need to unpause it. Obviously, I am on an emulator because I no longer have my GameCube, or if I do, it's up in the attic, and it's not going to be in any shape. I also had Domino's for dinner, and I'm drinking my thumb dye liquid here, so I'm going to try not to do I'm trying to avoid any biological noises on the mic. So, yeah, it is Friday the 13th. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, sorry, Adrian. Well, hello, Troca. Yes, please. I do ask, yes, keep it clean. Triv won't necessarily automatically ban someone for swearing unless she warns someone and they keep going. But obviously, racism, sexism, the really bad stuff. Yeah, she's just, no warning, you're gone. But again, I'm saying that probably for no good reason, because I've never had that issue. I've never gotten that impression from people watching my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start a game from scratch. Make sure my mouse is no longer over there. You're going to have to give me a second to get this set up, because I was telling Triv about this earlier. When you start a new game, for the audio options on this, well, let me start the game first. Good night, Kevin. Thank you for stopping by. Start a new game, because the music and it's loud when it starts. And there's a reason for that. And there's
You smell that salty sea air, Scoob? You know what that means, buddy. Yeah. Seafood! Fried clams! Runa fish! Cracked crabs! Runa salad! Jumbo shrimp! Runa sushi!
All right, you two. Don't forget the real reason we're here.
Lobster bisque!
No, silly. We're here to solve a mystery.
Aww.
My friend Holly says there's strange goings-on up here at her family home, Mystic Manor.
Who?
And she could really use our help. Look, there she is now. Hey, Holly. Hey, Daphne. I'm so glad you could make it. And you must be Freddy, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo.
Red's face there is
Wow,
just...
the whole gang. I've heard so much about you. Daphne's kept me up to date on all of your cases.
She's got Charlie Manson eyes.
Really?
And what mystery is that? It's my uncle, the famous inventor, Professor Alexander Graham. He was just about to unveil some new top-secret invention when he disappeared.
Does that name ring a bell?
No one saw him leave Mystic Manor, and no one will help me search the premises.
Don't tell me. Because it's haunted, right?
Yeah, Shaggy. How'd you know?
Because it's always haunted.
Jeepers. Don't worry, Holly. We'll help you look around. You said it, Daphne. We're not afraid. Right, gang?
Wrong. Yeah. Like me and Scoob have seen this show before. You guys can go poking around scaring up some spooksters, but we're staying right here in the old mystery machine. Only ghost-free environments for us. Rip roastly is the way to be.
Okay, you scaredy cats. Stay here if you want.
Come on, guys.
See you later. You know, Scoob, I could really go for a ruby snack. You read my mind, pal. Or maybe my stomach. Well, what do you know? Scooby snacks. Hey there, Scoob. Wait up. Leave some for me. Something smells fishy here. Not fishy, pal. Scooby snacky. Raggy, wait! Gee, Scoob, it's not like they got your name all over them. Yeah, well, actually, they do.
Ooh, meta joke.
Raggy? I'm all alone. Oh.
Okay, here's where I gotta adjust the audio. Because, oh my god. Oh my god, the audio. The way this game is set up is... Oh. Well, never mind. When I first started this, when I started a new game on here, the sound effects and the music volume were all at 10. So the music was just overpoweringly loud compared to my speaking voice. So I'm like, oh, well, that's not a big deal. I'll turn the music down. But then when I turn the music down, none of the spoken lines, none of the character voices came through. The music is on the same channel as the character voices. So they got sound effects on one, but then the music and audio for people on the other. So there are times when I'm like, what the hell is this guy saying? Because the music is so loud, it's drowning out. But you'll probably recognize it when I get there. Okay, so go back to continue. And I want to say also in advance that I suck at this game. And it's also tricky because for those who haven't played this game before or who haven't played games of this era, the camera is locked. It's a locked camera, which means like if you were playing something like, I don't know, even going so far back as Mario World, I should be able to use my right stick to move the camera around. Nope. I gotta wait till the camera moves by itself. The key is too high. Yeah, you eventually open up a whole bunch of, what's the word I'm looking for? Enhancements to your character. Favorite voice actor or actresses? Matthew Lillard for Shaggy. I know Casey Kasem. It's like Sean Connery and Roger Moore, or, I'm going to like Sean Connery the best because he was the first James Bond. I always like Pierce Brosnan the most. Casey Kasem was the best, not best, he was the first Shaggy, but honestly, Matthew Lillard does a better job. He brings a personality to Shaggy that was missing for a lot of Kasem's years. I think this will be available on YouTube unless I screw something up. Nope. Check it out. Well, hello, Scooby. Okay, now it's... So, I noticed this earlier. When you talk to a character, like Don Knotts here, he doesn't say what the instructions are at the bottom, but he does still speak. He just gives little background chat. Come on, Don, say something. Come on, say something.
So you might be wondering how I got over here so quick. Well, never mind. I'm strange and spooky. Now move along.
That's actually Don Knotts. This game came out in the early 2000s before he died. So that's literally the real Don Knotts. And I probably don't have to say this for most of us, but Don Knotts, old character actor from mostly well known from the Andy Griffith Show, but he guested on Scooby-Doo a couple times in the second series of Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo movies. He's dead now, but he was alive when this happened because it would have been a lot harder to get him into the studio to record his lines. This is a collect game, just like most games like this are, and you need to collect as many of these Scooby snacks that are floating around as possible because they will open up other areas. You must have 150 Scooby snacks in order to open up this area, etc., etc. And I'm always bumping into these damned, not microscope. I'm getting there. It's a Sherlock Holmes thing. Magnifying glass. I told you I'd get there. This is why I don't like to do stuff live. Because words. What are these words you speak of? I don't know these words for things. Again, that's the kind of stuff I like to blame my thyroid, and my cancer doctor likes to blame on me just being old and not in a great shape. Now, as far as the other actors go, I would have to say Grey DeLisle is my favorite Daphne. She has probably done Daphne now longer than any other Daphne actress. She's amazing. I love her dearly. Mindy Cohn has to be... get up there! I missed a Scooby snack up there, and my ADHD won't let me... Well, okay, I don't have ADHD. I shouldn't say that, but I like to collect them all. Yes, Shadow Realm for me. Mindy Cohn is my favorite Velma. She was Velma... I don't know if she did Velma in this. I think Grey Delisle is Daphne in this, but it's not Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. I think this was Scott Innes era Shaggy. Scott Innes. Neil Innes? Scott Innes. I'm really bad at that. But, there was some sort of... I feel bad because there was some sort of issue with Mindy Cohn being fired from Velma. It depends on who you talk to. Some say, well, she retired when I think she got cancer. Good idea to save my work. Choose. I'll save it on slot 2. But when the Scoob movie came out and Matthew Lillard complained about not being cast, actually, I don't think he would have had an issue without being cast. It's just the fact that the studio didn't tell him that they weren't going to cast him. And, thank you, Andrew. Yes, BJ Ward. He was more upset that they didn't let him know ahead of time. And deservedly so. They really treated him poorly. And at that time, Mindy Cohn had said something along the lines of, yeah, I know how that feels, or something like that. But Mindy Cohn is my favorite Velma actress. But I do like Kate Micucci. I've liked Kate Micucci before she was Velma. Because she's adorable. I need the key for this one. Oh, I forget I can run. Oh, no, I get exit. This is why it'd be nice to be able to have a camera to switch between views. And now, as far as favorite Scooby actor goes, this is going to be a little controversial, but I think Frank Welker is my favorite Scooby actor. Where's the key?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
Oop.
I need some help in here.
Okay, I'm a-coming. Oh, I gotta get the key first. So maybe I'm not coming. You just wait a little bit longer, kidnap victim. But yeah, Frank Welker is my favorite Scooby. I'm not trying to denigrate Don Messick, because he was awesome too. But I like how Frank Welker's Scooby is easier to understand.
Scooby-Doo, I'm so glad you found me. Ugh, it was just awful. As soon as we got inside the mansion, the mastermind appeared.
Oh yeah, I've watched plenty of What's New Scooby-Doo. I've seen pretty much every series. I just haven't gotten there yet on my villain rankings because that's a distance. That's a ways away. The mastermind.
Told us that he is behind my uncle's disappearance. Then he pulled on a lever, these trap doors opened up, and we were all whisked away. I've been stuck behind this locked door ever since.
Yes, I don't know how well you guys can hear those voices, but I can barely hear her speaking, and it's because
It'll help you get around a little easier.
because they have the character voices on the same channel as the music. So I can't turn the music down and the character voices up because it'd be drowned out by the music. Who did I leave out as far as favorite voices go? I think I hit them all. My favorite Scooby series is Mystery Incorporated, and my least favorite is Be Cool Scooby-Doo. No, I'm lying. Be Cool Scooby-Doo is my second favorite. No, I'm not... Trying to... Why can't I... I like games where you don't get penalized for dying, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice Scooby in order to get these Scooby snacks. My least favorite, of course, is a pup named Scooby-Doo. Worst theme song ever, Triv. Oh, I'm missing an item, so now I'm pretty much can't get in any of this stuff yet till I get another item. Come on, get through. Personal favorite Scooby-Doo villain, probably, I'm going to say Ben Ravencroft, because I love Tim Curry, who voices a villain in this one. Just something about Ben, I love that guy. He's awesome. I don't think I could... Did I get the key? Did I remember to get the key? Oh, yep, okay. I got the key. Alright, so now I gotta run out. What's in a Scooby-Doo? Coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. Okay, I got my key now, so I should... Yeah, I got a key. Oh, nope, that was a key to... Arg. Okay, so...
Getting warmer.
Oh,
Hot.
hey, Don.
No, now you're cold. Colder. Freezer.
Treasure.
I'm just messing with you. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I think you're wondering where the key is to the gate, huh? Well, so am I. I'm pretty sure it's buried around here somewhere, but you'll need...
you know, that's actually pretty good representation of what Don Knotts' eyes look like in real life.
Here, take this. Get to work.
Yeah, this shovel sucks because it's really hard to line up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Well, I would like to say my favorite scene from Scooby-Doo 2 is probably, you know, the cotton candy glob or the Shaggy farting. But no, I gotta say it's probably Hot Shaggy when he's rocking that really attractive lady body. That's hard to ignore. That's just me letting my animal instincts get out. Because as gross as it sounds, something like this still has animal instincts. Okay, now I can get into Smuggler's Cove. Wait, what are you? I forget what these things are. I need more ruby racks. Alright, that's fine. Let me in, let us out, let us out. Okay, Don, what amazing advice are you gonna give me now? Nip it in the bud, Dandy, nip it in the bud.
What do you want from me? I'm a groundskeeper. Do I look like I got all the answers? If I did, do you think I'd be a groundskeeper?
See, the other thing about this game is if you look at the map, you can see down below, it tells you how many Scooby snacks are in a particular area. So apparently I have missed 10 Scooby snacks in the Mystery Playground, but I got the mystery coins in the playground. I mean, I'm not going to do it for this, but if I were playing this game for like realsies where I'm determined to beat it, I would be going nuts trying to get every single one of these things. But I don't plan on... Nope, I can't get up there yet because I don't have my double jump. What I don't like about Pup Named Scooby-Doo, I have answered this question before, and I just want to say off the bat, I do not expect everybody to have seen or read every comment I make. So if someone asks a question, either here or on chat or anything like that, you don't have to come to my defense and say, well, he already answered this. Because no one can be expected to have seen every comment. I've probably seen every comment, but that's because I try to go through and answer them all. So I do not mind answering the same question more than once. So I'm not complaining about getting that question. It's just because I've answered it a lot. People I'm sure have already heard me say that. So I just want to say I don't mind having it again. Yep. Yeah, I ain't going to sneak past this guy. I'm just going to... Captain... Is there a Scooby stack? Oh, he's guarding a Scooby stack. Well, I'll take the hit. Hell, come on. Now, here's the thing. I cannot remember the question that I was asked. I got into that big, long segue about, I don't mind being asked the same question more than once. Now you're going to think I'm just trying to avoid the question because I can't remember what... pup named Scooby-Doo. Why I do not like a pup named Scooby-Doo. Couple reasons. I can't even say this is the biggest reason because they're both pretty high on the list. Oh, hey, Shaggy. What's up? Oh, sorry.
Hey, Scoob, am I happy to see you? I've been hanging around with that bird for a long time. Like, what's going on? It's locked. It's blocked. Why, it sure is. Come on, pal. Let me give you a hand. Or a leg. Throw me up onto that life preserver. Then you can swing from my legs to reach that crate. Okay, Raggy.
Okay, Raggy. Okay. Oh my god, he's princess carrying her. That's hilarious. Get up there. You don't mind if I leave you hanging while I'm grabbing these, do you, Shaggy? Okay.
Now I know what a rubber band feels like.
And this is annoying because I can only swing in one direction. I can't swing and get the Scooby snacks over there. I can only swing left to right. So I probably get something later that allows it. Ooh, I missed. Okay, let's try that again. But as far as a pup named Scooby-Doo goes, it's generally twofold. One, I have really never liked kid versions. Why am I missing that? Kid versions of cartoon characters, of adult characters. Tom and Jerry babies, Muppet babies. I've just never liked that. So, of course, pup named Scooby-Doo, that's all that is the kid versions. Oh, I already used that joke, Shaggy. Come up with your own. But the other principal reason why I do not like a pup named Scooby-Doo is the animation. The animation was directed or produced by, or what do you want to call it? The guy responsible for it is named Glenn Kennedy. And he had his own studio back in the day called Kennedy Cartoons. And, oops, sorry, Scoob. And it was the worst animation in the 80s. If you ever saw the TV show Tiny Toon Adventures, that was animated by about 4 or 5 different animation studios. Glenn Kennedy or Kennedy Cartoons being one of those. And the animation quality I'm really bad at this game. The animation quality for Tiny Toons ran the gamut from Disney quality level of animation to just awful. And in general, if you had the ugliest, most awful of the animation, it was because it was done by Glenn Kennedy. And he was the primary animator or responsible for the animation for a pup named Scooby-Doo. So I don't like the concept of a pup named Scooby-Doo. And why aren't you talking to me, Don? Oh, there you are. And I don't like the animation. Okay, this is where I get my springs. Yay. Okay.
They ain't no the shortcuts around here.
Snack gate unlocked. Oh, don't get me wrong. Just because I don't like a pup named Scooby-Doo, no, that's... Don't take it personally. Everyone's got a favorite. That's something I've learned doing these villain rankings, is no matter how bad I think a villain or an episode is, it's somebody's favorite somewhere, which is really surprising. So I take the boat if I want to go somewhere. Essentially, I think I just... Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I can't jump when I'm on the black stuff. Get up in the Scooby snacks. Urgh. Why can't I? There we go. Ruby racks. I can't even run when I'm on this black stuff, so... I'm not very good at this game, just FYI. Not every cartoon is everybody's cup of tea, but I'm kind of curious if you saw Tiny Toons and didn't like it, maybe you saw one of the Glenn Kennedy animated ones. Let's just say, though, there's a lot of people out there who only know they might be giants or discovered they might be giants because of Tiny Toon Adventures. You just found the Professor Springs. Yay, I can double jump. But first, I'm going to save my spot. My hand's falling asleep from sitting like this. I'm in just terrible shape. My body falls asleep just... I wake up with, like, pain just from being out of shape and being old. So hopefully someday I'll get something that will allow me to jump up there and get all these Scooby snacks I'm passing. What's my favorite pre-2000 Scooby series? Probably the original first season of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? But having said that, the Scooby-Doo show was pretty good. I mean, I'd last seen it many years ago as a kid until I started doing the rankings, and it was a lot better than I remembered as a kid. Tiny Toon Adventures is worth a watch. At least 3/4 of them are. If you know in advance if it's a Glenn Kennedy one. But they actually did a direct-to-video movie called Tiny Toons: How I Spent My Summer Vacation, which was brilliant. Absolute brilliant. Also animated by their A-team. Okay, so I can't do anything with that one. Anti-sticky shoes. Thank you, Don. Okay, this is a warp zone, if I recall, so I should be able to use this to go back to the mystery machine. Yay! What was my favorite villain scheme? God, that's a hard one. I mean, I guess I could cheat and say, well, whatever one I gave a 5 on for my operation score, the design score. I really like the cat creatures. I mean, just from a purely psychotic standpoint, I don't like being asked what my favorite is on a lot of these, because it's not like a matter of what's your favorite child, because I could never pick which child is my favorite. My son. But I love my daughter too. She's not going to watch this, I hope. I love you both equally. But no, I mean, asking which one is my favorite villain scheme or favorite anything, it's difficult, because if I could have them all in my brain at once, then it'd be easier to to decide. But I mean, I really like the space kook. You know, I mean, he's still pretty much the OG main for me as far as like fear factor goes. So I mean, Ben Ravencroft, I'm brutally honest, mostly because of Tim Curry's acting. I gotta say, because Tim Curry's amazing. But also, you know, he's just a good villain. Nice little twist villain. You think he's a good guy, think he's a friend of the gang. No, Velma. It's a spell book. Just awesome. What is the Nevermind clip from? Oh, on my Scooby videos, when I have the little girl who says, "Never mind." That was Gilda Radner from the old Saturday Night Live, the late, great Gilda Radner from Saturday Night Live. She played a little old lady on some of the skits named Emily Latello. And her thing was misinterpreting something in the news. So she'd come on the weekend update section and she would go on a rant about something because she misunderstood what the rant was actually about. So, for example, something that people won't remember unless you're like my age or older, in the 70s, there was an issue in larger cities where they tried to force integration to try to break up whites-only neighborhoods and black-only neighborhoods, things like that. They wanted people to like just start dealing with people outside their own race, and one of the ways they came upon to do that was called essentially busing kids to different school zones. So instead of having an all-white school and an all-black school, they would take some white kids from a white school and ship them to a black school. Take some black kids from a black school, ship them to a white school. I mean, it was kind of a brute force way of doing that, and there's positives and negatives. I don't really want to get into whether I support it or not because I wasn't really paying attention at the time, but it was called busing school children. That's how it was referred to in the media. So, when Emily Latello was on one of her rants, she's like, "What is this I hear about busting school children? That busting school children is a terrible idea. How are they going to get their milk and cookies?" And there's like, "No, Emily, busing school children." And she's like, "Oh, never mind." Well, that's where that "never mind" skit comes from. I wasn't trying to like turn this into a political, because I don't want to do politics in the stream, but that was literally the only Emily Latello skit I could immediately remember to use as an example of where she came from. Hi Joe, greetings from Scotland. Looking forward to ranking. It's on you. Covered a good check of fan favorites already. I mean, the best movies are the Renaissance films, which I've already done. You know, the Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost and that. Oh, hey, it's the werewolf. Hey, oh, I'm gonna shave you again if you don't get out of my way, guy. Honestly, I that's a hard question because there are so many Scooby movies. You know, I kind of like to go over the Scoob and the Sword again. I really like that movie. I did the video on it originally, not a villain ranking, but like a top 10 things you didn't notice about Scoob and the Sword, for like a clickbaity type video. What do you got to say, Don? Slippers. Oh God, I hate this one. I don't understand how to use the slippers and lampshade when I was doing this earlier. Has there ever been a racist Scooby villain? I don't think an intentional racist Scooby villain. Have there been Scooby villains that did some questionably racist kind of things? Yes, there were. Yes, there were. I'm supposed to wear the lampshade and the slippers to get past monsters. So here's a monster. I put these on. He doesn't attack me. I let go. He comes straight at me and he still attacks me. I don't know what to do with these gosh darn slippers and lampshades. Really frustrating. When will I stop with the villain rankings? I don't think there's really an end to them, insofar as I can only go at a certain pace. I'm only averaging like maybe 2 a month at my best. That's a combination of the fact that I work. I work 3 jobs. I do my YouTube channel, which I get paid for this. I am monetized. I do try to treat this as a regular job. I try to keep to a schedule of, hey, get off me, Nathaniel, get away from me. And I do get a steady paycheck from this. So again, thank you all very much for watching and subscribing, because that's definitely helping pay some bills. I also work a social media job. That's my main job now, which is a 24/7 type job where I work all days. It's split throughout the week. So it's not like I'm sitting down for a full 8 hours every day doing the job. And then I have an office that I work at every day for a couple hours in the morning. So unfortunately, I cannot devote as much time for the channel as I would prefer. If this were a full-time job, then I could probably push this up to maybe 3 or 4 videos a month. But I mentioned earlier that an average script takes me about 20 hours, probably, of just writing. And the filming part, why aren't you... Dig that flower up, Scooby! Where am I supposed to stand to dig that flower up? Oh my god! Dig the flower up! Oh. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game. Oh, hey. Hello, Scarecrow. God, look how he's so funky when he's walking. I mean, look at that. He's like, there should be like a 70s funk music behind him, you know, just like from The Wiz. Ease on down the road. Don't you ease on down the road. Don't you? How'd that go? Don't you? Don't do nothing. Can't remember the way the lyrics go. Something, don't you do nothing to... Man, I used to know that song by heart. Oh, great. You ease on down the road. Ease on down the road. Come on, dig up that flower. There we go. Yay. No, that's not. I need a sandwich is what I need to help the Scooby's eye, and I'm dead. Nope, I'm still alive. But I still need a sandwich. Yes, he does have funk in his walk. Yes, that's the Scarecrow from, I believe it's a Scarecrow from the Jonathan Winters episode. Oh, God, this part. LXPR, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I really do love hearing the...
Hop on quick! This thing has a mind of its own! Okay, Peggy.
It really does mean a lot to me when people tell me that my stuff makes them feel better, gets them past, you know, a bad day. I really love the ones, not necessarily because of what they're going through, but when people talk about how, well, I've been sick and I've been watching your videos to get me through being sick, because I've gone through quite a few surgeries in my life, and recovery time, I'm in bed and I'm watching YouTube videos. Get me through and I miss that Scooby snack. God bless America. So the idea that I have given back in my small, silly way for other people means an absolute lot to me. Why can't I get the food? Right, no. You stay there, Shacky. You got nothing better to do. You don't have a job. Okay. So I think the question he had is when I'm going to stop. I think I will die before I finish every Scooby series and every Scooby movie. And with luck, they'll keep making more Scooby movies. It's been a while since we've had one. And I'm dead. Oh, look at that. I gotta start from scratch. Oh, I just love games that don't have a save point. Okay, get back. Oh, I gotta talk to him from scratch. Why did? Oh, sorry. I had to click on my other screen, which takes the window off on this screen. So then that's why it faded out briefly for a second there. Press click inside there. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm a professional YouTuber. I'm not a professional YouTube streamer, though. Again, I want to apologize if I'm only answering or responding to a very limited amount of people, and I really, oops, I'm dead. I really wish that I would have set Triv up with audio. Instead of just, I can't get I'm really determined. I don't care if I'm dead. I want to get that stupid Scooby stack. Yes, I'm quite Midwesterner. But I'm not swearing. I've been doing pretty good. Not swearing as much as I want to. Oh, I gotta talk to him to get him to start. All right, come on. Yes. Get up there, you dirty beatnik. Let's go. But anyway, as I was saying, I want to apologize if I'm not engaging as much with chat. Had I given Triv audio, set her up with the audio setup, then she could be watching chat and then talking to me and asking me things and essentially interviewing me. And I greatly regret not having that set up. But by the time I realized to do that, as I mentioned earlier, there we go. All right, I don't care if I'm dead. I got that Scooby stack. I had a hell of enough time getting the audio working before, and I'm dead. Before tonight, because even though I had it all set up just fine earlier this week when I was working with my brother to get everything, all the kinks worked out, it wasn't working properly when I started, so it took us about half an hour for me to figure out just what I did wrong. Do another stream at 10,010 subscribers? Or at 100,000 subscribers? Well, if it took me 5 years to get to 10,000 subscribers, it'll take me 100 years at that rate? Something like that. What's my favorite song from the game? I don't really have an idea of the songs of this game. Favorite Scooby song? I really like What's New Scooby-Doo theme. But as far as the original Scooby, Pretty Mary Sunlight, she's alright for me. Strictly from the earworm standpoint. Okay, I gotta pay attention, get over that. Because I'm not gonna get through this alive. I had a hell of a time when I was doing the practice of this. Ease on down the road. Hey, quit, that's not easing on down the road. That's easing on down Scooby's intestinal tract. Okay, hey, well, God. Urgh. Ruby's next. Yes, I want Scooby sandwich. And I'm dead. I'm gonna. Yeah, I would love to, but I'm there. Oh, I'm not very good at this game. Okay. Can I?
It's out of control, pal. If you
Yep.
need me,
See you later, Shag.
start. Wahoo!
You know, I could see that. I could see if Jerry Reed led a bad life. Yes, I could see him. I could see him being cursed in the afterlife, perpetually singing "Pretty Mary Sunlight, she's all right for me." Either that or the other song of his, which sounds terrible because I know he had a long and prolific career as a singer-songwriter, but eastbound and down, loading up and trucking, we gonna do what they say can't be done. That's it. Pretty Mary Sunlight and Eastbound and Down. Those are the only Jerry Reed songs I can tell you. And save. Oh yeah, occasionally I will put occasionally put in the Scooby soundtrack. I've got a what's it called? The Scooby Snack Tracks, I think. So it's got a bunch of the old classic Scooby songs. Rats. Yes. Give me that food. Oh Jesus, I thought that was a spider for a second. That looks like a spider. That looks like something that, if this was a Zelda game, that would have dropped on me by now. Yeah, okay, I'm not... If you touch those cauldrons, you get hit. You get hurt. You don't have to, like, land in it, but just brush it against it. Don't you do nothing to carry that load. I can't remember. Oh, that's going to bug me. That's going to bug me. Hey, Triv, do me a favor. Look up the lyrics for Ease On Down the Road. And can't remember what comes after Ease On Down the Road. Something about the load. Don't you do nothing to... God. Okay. Can I just run past everything and get past... Nope, I need the health. Jump. Give me health. Give me health. Give me health. Ooh, grapefruit. That would be bad. Well, thank you, Glimpse. Thank you for the 10,000. Thank you. Or 10,000 congrats. Ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Thank you, Triv. That was bugging the hell out of me. What are my 3 worst villains, in my opinion, from OG Scooby? Well, I mean, the robot, Charlie the Robot's kind of... Nathaniel the Werewolf, I mean, for crying out loud, he got shaved by the gang. That's humiliating. Not as bad as, Carl the Stuntman levels of humiliation, but pretty bad. Oh, ouch. Get up. There we go. What the hell kind of noise was that, Scooby? He was yodeling. He was yodeling like my mother used to when she used to yell at me. My mom would get mad and she would yodel. She'd be looking for me and she'd be like, Joe! I'd be downstairs. Reading a book or up in my room playing video game or reading a comic book, and Joe coming from downstairs, and I knew I had messed up. So Mama got the yodel out. Don't you carry... What was that words again? Don't you carry nothing... Why do I have so much trouble remembering that? Oh my god. It's gotta be the thyroid. It can't be because I'm old. Okay. If I can just get past these guys without getting hurt. And that's an impossibility. Yeah, you hear Scooby? He's like, oh, damn it. Let go of the... Get off the... Oh, I'm really bad at this game. What is the New York City clip from? If you're talking about the little New York City, back in the 70s and 80s, there was a ad campaign for Pace salsa. Okay, look, watch. Okay, I'm wearing the slippers and the lampshade. Zombie's not doing anything. I let go. He comes at me. I put it on. Okay. He's like, what's going on? But it doesn't matter. Once I let go, he fucking attacks me. Freaking attacks me. Do I have full health? I don't know until I get some food. I only have 4... Scooby. Oingo Boingo. Yes, there was I might have done bloody thing. I might have done Oingo Boingo a couple times. I like Dead Man's Party. I mean, I love Danny Elfman's stuff, but I'm not necessarily a massive listener of Oingo Boingo either. But having said that, I really like Dead Man's Party. I love Weird Science. And I love the theme to that crazy movie. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of that crazy movie. Forbidden Zone. Ha, I got there. I got there anyway, Triv. I knew you knew a movie I was talking about. Okay, if I can just get past these jerks. Okay, this might be my best chance yet. Let go of the... So anyway, there's a series of commercials in the 70s and 80s for Pace picante sauce. And the joke was they're in some sort of Western setting or some sort of tough man setting. And somebody gets some substandard salsa. And it was not liked by... Look at that! Stupid zombie. Oh, finally get past that room. And no one liked it. And then someone pops up the bottle that the person had used. Well, no wonder it sucks. It's from New York City. And then the other people are like, New York City. And then they end with murdering the guy who, or implying that they're going to murder or subsequently destroy the guy who brought this non-Pace sauce, because Pace was made in New Mexico or someplace like that. I need to walk with the... Okay, well, okay, I've got the... Okay, I can see I can walk with the slippers, but I take the lampshade off. Wow, I feel... Thank you for the... Oh, shit. All right. Oops, stop, shit, and I'm dead. I let go of the wrong button. Okay, so if I let go of this button, nope. Let go of this button, nope. Okay, I don't let go of any button, I just walk. Okay, let's try that again to get past Michael Berryman over here. That was mean, but I'm sorry, the zombie looks like Michael Berryman. Nope. Okay, apparently he'll still attack me if he's looking at me. I think I'm coming to the party. San Antonio. Sorry, Triv. I done a bad thing. Oh, come on! These old Hanna-Barbera sound effects. Okay, what the? Oh, shit! You know what? At least I get plenty of opportunities to walk past that Michael Berryman zombie. Oh, and I forgot he was there, so it doesn't matter. I just ran right into him. Because why not? And I can try for this Scooby snack again, too. Well, and I didn't mean to jump on the bat. Boo. You know, I feel bad for Don Knotts because he probably heard people making jokes about his name like that all the time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, if I can walk past before it breaks out of the... Oh, I think I get it now. Wow, okay. Thank you for whoever was in chat that told me I can walk. I didn't get a chance to thank you by name, and it's already slipped past. Why did I start doing YouTube? As a hobby. As a hobby. I was getting bored. I was playing... No, I wasn't playing Warcraft. What was I playing? I was playing nothing but video games, and I wanted to be more creative. And watching all those Red Letter Media videos and other people doing videos, and I'm like, I want to see what I can do. Anybody can do it, which technically is true. All you need is a YouTube account and a camera or audio or whatever. So I just did a video talking about a book I really liked called Expecting Someone Taller, which was by a British author named Tom Holt, who, in addition to some nonfiction books, he does stuff like Terry Pratchett. He's similar to Terry Pratchett, that kind of humor. And so I did a little video about the book and talked about it, and then occasionally if I thought he's on down the road, don't you do nothing. Wow, I already forgot the second lyrics. Oh my god, my brain is tapioca. Get. And then when I think of another type of video to do over another subject, or if I had some idea for something, that I do a video. And then one day my daughter is like, you should do Scooby video. I'm like, okay, sweetie, I'll do Scooby video. Because that's one of the few TV shows we actually watch together. And I think I did my Zombie Island Murders video. I think that was my first Scooby video. Because we were watching Zombie Island, and I'm like, okay, come on. That's a lot of murders in this first Scooby, right? I mean, they're actually killing these people. There's a pregnant lady, or either fat, or she was pregnant, zombie. There was a fat lady or a pregnant lady zombie. And then I did a video, because I'm like, okay, I'm not getting any views on that. Well, gee, top 10 videos are real popular. So I did essentially, hey, I hope that means I've got the halfway point. So I did a top 9 great things about Mystery Incorporated. And for whatever reason, that one went viral. I think it's sitting at like 800,000 views now for a tiny 100 subscriber channel at the time. That was a lot. And then I started getting people subscribing to my channel. And then I stopped doing YouTube for a while. If I would have jumped on that and started doing more videos, maybe I would have been further along than I am now. But it was just a hobby, and frankly, it kind of scared me a little bit. Because, the more people that see your stuff, the more detectives you have out there that are going to analyze everything you do and point out any mistakes you make. I'd say, I got enough. But so, yeah, it started out as a hobby, and it took about 4 years before I reached 1,000 subscribers. I think 3 or 4 years. However long it was, I don't remember. Time is a blur. Lunchtime doubly so. Thank you, Douglas Adams. Rest in peace. And then I was monetized. And then I hit upon the ranking videos because, again, I was desperate. I'm like, I need to come up with a topic. And I was always looking for a topic that was not something that anyone else could do. But that's really hard. So then I went to the top, to a ranking, because those are easy to do. So, but that's when I'm like, okay, can I do anything? Ease on down the road. Hey, that is not easing on down the road. So I'm like, what can I do? Yeah, okay, Michael Berryman, leave me alone. What am I supposed to do? I can't get... what am I supposed to... Am I supposed to dig up this flower? Can I... No, it's just Scooby Snacks. Okay. He's on down the road. And I'm dead. The second Joe drawing is staring at us through the game top and desktop. Second Joe drawing. I don't know what that means. Yep, Nathaniel the werewolf. Yes, come on, Dick. And that's nothing either. Okay. Is there... Okay, there's a... Oh, this is the way I was supposed to go. And I'm dead. So I started the ranking videos, and that seemed to hit a nerve, and that seems to be my most popular one that I do. And boy, I'm really bad at this game. But I was trying for if I'm going to do a ranking, I'm trying to do something a little bit different, and that's when I did the do scale thing. And I remember thinking at the time, wow, Joe, I'm ashamed of you. This is the corniest thing. You know, what are you doing? This is so dumb. Oh my God, what are you thinking? But then as I went along, I'm like, this was actually a good idea. Yeah, it's a little corny with the whole DOO thing, but it really helped me not be biased with my rankings. You know, other people are like, well, the costume's cool, so he's my favorite villain. Like, yeah, the costume's cool, but come on, have you actually thought about this guy's plan? It's kind of garbage. And I forget what I was going to say because I'm old. Yes, Triv, my bidet. I love my bidet. Oh my God, I love bidets. I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. But if I had an object of worship, it would be my bidet. The soapbox replenish your soap bubbles when you find the... Oh, so that's what those cauldrons are for. They're a power-up. And I'm hurting myself. What? Oh, those branches hurt. That's right. Hey, come here, werewolf. I want to get a better look at you. Oh my God, you're right. That is the wrong werewolf. That's not Nathaniel. Oh my God, I'm the worst Scooby YouTuber ever. Out of the 10 Scooby YouTubers in the world, I'm the worst. Thank you. Good catch. Good catch. That was a good catch. Hit them twice. The football helmet. I don't have a football helmet yet. That's a later thing I'm supposed to get, because there's a button that makes me run, but I think without the football helmet option yet, I can't do any damage. I can't do any damage. Oh, someone asked for corny. You can't get much cornier than that. Get up there. Oh, hey, my ride took off. Dude, I had one of my first surgeries, even before my cancer surgery, was my gallbladder was removed. And when your gallbladder is removed, how to describe this? There it is. Here's my ride. A lot of times, people have their gallbladder removed. It makes no change to their bathroom operation, the way they use the bathroom, specifically the way you use the poo corner bathroom. Well, sometimes it does affect how you use the poo corner part of the bathroom. So the bidet really made that a lot easier. A lot easier. And it also helps with other things, not just keeping me clean. And it was, I mean, it sounds really stupid to say it out loud, but it kind of was life-changing. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. That had a severely good impact on my life. Oh shit, moving platforms. I mean, oh, poop, moving platforms. Oh, hey, isn't that awesome? We got boulders coming down. I did not get to keep my gallbladder. I would have liked to have. I mean, it's mine. He's on down the road. About the only real souvenirs I ever got from any of my surgeries was they took a photo of my hernia from the inside from a few years after my gallbladder was out, and it made the stomach lining in my wall weak, and my stomach came out of that. Not painful, but just annoying. And they took it from the inside, and it looked like a little mushroom, but it was like my whole stomach being pulled from my stomach lining through my muscle wall. That's the closest to a souvenir I ever had. I need the helmet. Okay. Sorry for the sniffing, by the way. Joe's gonna get banned for swearing. I know the moderator. I slipped her some cheddar, so she's not gonna. And I don't mean cheddar like a euphemism for money. No, I mean like literal cheddar. She's Midwestern and she likes her cheese. So, well, good night, Reaper. Thank you for coming. You just found the helmet. Finally, press the B button and dash and bash. All right. Would I be right? Okay, where am I bet I can bash this crate. I bet I can bash this crate if I'm actually aiming at it. Yes! Oh, look at him, Scooby Sacks. He's on down the road. Nope. All right, he's on down. Nope. Yeah, I can. Ha ha! Take that. Not zombie. Scarecrow. It's not a flaming broomstick, but it'll work. Oh, for crying out loud. Rummy! Cheese is good. My go-to snack in the evenings when like I'm too burned out to do anything else with YouTube, and I finish my last batch of reviews for my social media job. I'll sit and I'll watch anime, and I'm trying to bash the helmet. Thank you. And I'll watch anime, and I'll be sitting there eating grapes and cheese curds. Meijer's a local chain for our part of the Midwest. It's kind of like Walmart, but not as evil. Still evil, but not as evil as Walmart. And they have their Meijer brand stuff, which is actually pretty good. I'm amazed at how good quality their store brand products are at Meijer. And one of them is cheese curds. Cheddar and white cheddar, yellow and white cheddar. So yes, I like my cheese too. I wonder if can I bash the spiders? Can I bash the spiders? I can bash the spiders. It's just really hard to bash these things. Okay, so if I look at my map, I still have about 70 Scooby snacks and some coins on this level. Continue. What I'm really looking for is oh, you know what? Yeah, the hell with this. Okay. I am looking for the closest mystery machine because I want to save where I'm at. I don't want to go through some of those levels again if I can help it. So yes, I'm at the mansion. Where are you? There you are. Yes. Save my game. Save the clock tower. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Save the clock tower. Do I watch any sports? No, I do not. I played baseball when I was in middle school, but I'm not a sports person. Clearly, in fact, I'm kind of salty when it comes to sports because I like Futurama, and for those who watched Futurama back when it was on Fox, will know you seldom actually got to watch Futurama because almost every Sunday the NFL game would run late and Futurama would be preempted or just not shown that week. So I'm still a little salty about the NFL. If one of our buddies, Kurt, if he was here, I think he would be like a Cubs fan. He's also from my same state, but I don't think Kurt's here. So if he is, I have missed it. All these cheese is top notch, Triv. We have an Aldi in town. I've only been in there like twice, but excuse me, if you've got to rent a shopping cart, I ain't gonna waste a quarter to rent a shopping cart. That's a little too salty for this pirate. Okay, I got my helmet, so that means other stuff is open for me. But I don't remember where. Oh, I bet I can get into this place now. I don't know what it is, but I need 150 stacks. Well, there's my 150 stacks. So what is this? What is this area? Picture gallery. Oh, okay. This is one of those, it doesn't really matter in the game type of things, isn't it? So is this like a, okay. This is a trophy room. I get it. I get it. So I imagine I'm wasting time running to the end because at least I can run. Wow, how many trophies are in this game? Good Lord. Okay, I'm going to turn around. Jam a house key in the quarter slot. Honey, can you come home and let me in? Yeah, I'm locked out of the house. No, well, I don't want to tell you why I don't have my house key right now or why it's broken. Oh, darn, I was hoping you'd open another area. Whew. My arm's falling asleep from sitting like this. Oh, I keep telling my son all the time, don't let yourself go like this. My son's still in excellent shape. He's in his early 20s, and he's active. He's in great shape. And I'm like, kid, look at your old man. Don't turn out like your old man. Okay, so I opened up the helmet bash. So yeah, there's an area in here that I can helmet bash. Whoa, get away from me, crab. Oh, hey, I can get up there and get the Scooby stacks now because I got the double jump. Rummy. And I can't jump on that roof. Well, okay, I wasn't planning on killing that crab, but I'll take it. Oh, I wasn't planning on killing you, but now I'm going to do it out of spite. Get out of my... Nope. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm not very good at this game. Well, hey, Dark Cloak, thank you for asking. Things are going fine. Not for Scooby, though. He's got a really bad player on trying to get him through here alive. If this was the gang from Cyber Chase, they'd have some choice words to be saying about me right now when the real Scooby gang get there. Okay, now to jump across. There we go. Okay. Hey, what the... What the stuff? I'm not very good at this. Man, I tell you, I wish this was like... I wish I could be doing like Stardew Valley. I wish there'd be like a Scooby Stardew Valley mod that I could be done. Those are the kind of games I usually play anymore. I used to, I mean, hell, when World of Warcraft came out, I played that for 10 years. 10 long, expensive, time-wasting years. And then I discovered games like Stardew Valley, the casual life sim, farm sim type games, and those are my jam now. Those are the ones I really like. Can I kill the caveman now? Come on, open up. Oh, you son of a bitch. I mean, son of a gun. Yes, take that, Professor Wayne. Was it Professor Wayne? Was he the bad guy? Oh, I'm the worst Scooby-Doo YouTuber. Who's my favorite Stardew Valley character? Ooh, I hate Lewis. I can always tell you I hate Lewis, and I really hate Pierre. I can always go to the ones I least like. I really hate Lewis and Pierre. I like the girls. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that's cheesy of me or what, but my favorite most of my favorite video game characters are the girl characters for some reason. So I like Abigail. I love her crazy purple hair and the fact that she eats rocks. I like Leah. I like her. I like the artsy fartsy Leah. And poor Jody. I feel so bad for Jody. She needs a divorce, Demetrius. Just divorce that humorless egghead. Can I get that yet? I mean, okay, look at that. Right there, there's a shadow of the Scooby Snack box. I'm jumping right through it, but it won't let me get it because I bet I gotta be climbing or somehow getting to the top of those life preservers up there. Ah, get up there. Okay. So was this the one I was supposed to bash, I think? Okay, was this the one I was supposed to bash? Did I come all this way for no particular reason? Did I forget that I had the ability to warp here? I think I forgot that I had the ability to warp here. Oh wait, no, I can walk through the door. Come on, give me the X. The X.
You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you.
I thought I went through that door already. Shadow of the Scoob. Well, I will say this for Stardew. Come back after you invention, let you bash it. Okay, I got a bash. I guess it's I wonder if there's like a hammer or something I get later. Yeah, as far as Stardew goes, I always played I never went the JoJo route. I never went the JoJo route. JoJo is too much like Walmart for me to ever go the JoJo route. Then I played the game enough times to realize the JoJo route's a lot easier. So now I pretty much always do the JoJo route when I play a farm. Oh yeah, Babu. Oh, Babu's the worst. Oh my God, Joe Besser. You know, I know people love Joe Besser from being one of the lesser of the Three Stooges. But oh my God, I'm not a fan of Joe Besser. You remember how I would say, how earlier I said that the reason I don't like a pup named Scooby-Doo is because I just went down here. Why am I going this direction? How I said earlier why I didn't like a pup named Scooby-Doo because I do not like kid versions of adult characters. Abbott and Costello, which probably most of you have heard of, but just in case, they were a comedy duo from the 40s and 50s and 60s. Hey, Abbott, little short, fat guy, tall, skinny guy, slap him in the face. They had a TV show in the 50s or 60s called The Abbott and Costello Show, and one of their characters was this little child character played by Joe Besser, a big adult grown man, but he'd wear a little sailor suit, and he had a lollipop, and he'd be like, oh, you throw me. I mean, just this really over-the-top little kid kind of voice. Just, well, that was also the voice of Babu the Genie from the I Dream of Jeannie cartoon, and not a fan. Okay. I meant to try to at the end of it. Yes, who's on first, what's on second. When I was in middle school, a friend of mine and I actually did Who's on First for a talent show. And we, that's right, I can get through here now because I got the jump. And we were both playing baseball. As I said earlier, I played baseball when I was in middle school. We were on separate teams, but we were both playing baseball. So for the talent show, we wore our baseball uniforms because the whole thing's about baseball. And it went over pretty well. I mean, obviously, no one's gonna, hey, you kids suck up there in the talent show. Oh, can I hurt you now? Can I hurt you? Yes, I can hurt you. Yeah, I can hurt you all until I screw up. There, die, Stonewall. But then later, after, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I hate this part. Well, I gotta leave the room and come back in so the platform resets. But after we're done with the talent show the next day, one of our coaches came up to us and just started yelling at us for wearing our uniforms for this talent show. I mean, freaking middle school talent show. These weren't middle school baseball. We weren't major league players under contract with MLB or anything like that. But yeah, this one of our coaches gave us shit for wearing the uniform. It's like, and die. Why does it? Hurry up and die. Give me some food. Okay, this sucks because this jump is really hard to make. And of course, I gotta walk out, reset the platform. Oh yes, I lived. Well, actually, I am a dirty, filthy, slimy scumbag modder. So when I play Stardew Valley, I have a ton of mods running. And one of those mods is like, it almost replaces Wikipedia or the Stardew Wiki for a lot of stuff because you just rest your mouse over it or click a button and it'll pop up the entry or whatever it is you're looking for. But yeah, if you don't have that, yeah, the Stardew Wiki is awesome. Yeah, just did it again. I'm really bad at this game. And I did it again. Just... Come on, get in there. Is that a door? Nope, other side. Collect the monster coins in the levels and check out the ones you have in the monster gallery. What does that do? Does that do something good or... Oh, this game. It's not my fault. It's the game. It's the game controls. That's why I'm screwing up. I'm an expert video game player. I used to be really good at Team Fortress 2. I have got I think I have 2,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. That's how long I played that. Not as many hours as I played in World of Warcraft, though. World of Warcraft, I'm sad to say, was literally a second job for me, as often as I played it. I played it at least... Come on! Bash him. I played World of Warcraft for 10 years, and by the end, I was playing at least 8 hours a day. I kid you not. And It's right there! Why didn't it double jump? Oh, I'm really bad at this. Oh, tokens just let you look at the monsters? Well, but anyway, not only was I... well, that's right, I gotta reset the... Can I reset if I just go through here? Maybe, whoa! Oh, that's right, I can bash stuff in here now. I think there was something in here I could bash. Now I'm coming to the party. I never get invited to parties. But in the mornings, before I'd go to my office, I would log in and do my dailies in World of Warcraft. But I had my friends log in for his Warcraft account as well, and I would log in him at the same time. So I would have his character and my character linked to each other. I'd be on my laptop on one side and my normal computer on the other, and I would take both of us through all of the daily quests every day through Warcraft. We're talking like I did the maximum amount of quests you were allowed to do, which I think was like 20 or 25 quests per day for both of our accounts and every one of our alternate characters on those accounts. So I would do like 25 daily quests twice at the same time with two characters 6 times. So I would spend a few hours in the morning just doing the dailies, and then all the gold and rewards I earned from it, I would split. I'd log him in. That would be his payment for letting me use his account. So, yeah, I play. Wait. Where am I at now? Okay, for a second I thought it took me up to where that. Okay, Jefferson. You make me nervous. You're gonna die. Yeah, I was 2-boxing. Now on the plus side, I didn't actually have to pay for my World of Warcraft subscription at that point, because at that time, I doubt they did it, but you could actually trade in-game gold for subscription time. So I think for like my last year or two of playing Warcraft, it didn't actually cost me any money, or however long it was and I'm dead. However long it was that they were doing that, taking in-game coins for subscriptions. Oh, again, you know what? I'm glad this game doesn't have penalties for dying, because there's no way in hell I'd be anywhere close to this, because I'm not very good. Hey. You bad headless ghost. Get that. Trying to kill you for pissing me off. There we go. No, he's not dead. The helmet bash reminds me of the Lost Vikings. And because it reminds me of the Lost Vikings from the old Nintendo, that's why I keep screwing up, because I'm expecting when I hit that bash, Scooby will run until he hits something. Scooby doesn't keep running until he hits something. Scooby just stops. Eventually, it just stops before it hits anything. That's why I keep bashing, or thinking I'm bashing, and I'm dead, but not doing anything. There's a lot of the generic enemies in this. They just grabbed miscellaneous Scooby villains from over the years. Because actually, if anything is weird, it's the fact that they have the Scarecrow, from the new Scooby-Doo movies in this, because so far every other monster has been from Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Except for Don Knotts. Don Knotts was from the new Scooby-Doo, mystery, the new Scooby-Doo show. New Scooby-Doo, oh my god. It's the second series called Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The new Scooby-Doo movies. I got there at the end. Hey, there's a key on top of some flames. I'm sure those flames won't hurt me. By the way, in case any of you missed it, this is filled with orange soda, orange Diet Sunkist. And some people have asked before why in some of my videos, why my thumbs are orange. And I've answered it, wow, those are instant death. Those are my God. Those are dragon flames. Those aren't, I wonder if there's a way to turn those off. That must be what I'm looking for, a way to turn those off. That's all I ever drink is, well, sometimes I have trouble getting the ice cubes out of the tray. And what the hell? What did I hit that? I'm glad I hit it, but, oh, I see. I bet it turns on eventually. Come on, get. Oh my God, it's like an ice level. I hate ice levels. That's what this is. This is an ice level. It's a hidden ice level, a secret ice level. You know, maybe if I kill these guys first. No, maybe I'll let them kill me first, because I still can't get the bash down. Okay. So anyway, when I'm prying those ice cubes out, I use my fingers, and then my thumbs would basically get stained orange. Oh my God. But now by the end of the day, the orange would wear off. Well, sometimes when I film this on the weekend and I don't go to my office, I film in the morning. In fact, it's better if I film in the morning because I'm at my most awake and alert. And yes, I finally got the stupid... And the flames came back on. You know, that's okay because I got my key. Right? Nope, I don't have my key. And so it resets the key. Wow. Oh, eat a box of Scooby snacks. Game. That's family friendly. Well, by the end of the day, the orange wears off. But if I film in the morning, that's when the orange is fresh. So when you see the videos and you see me having orange fingers, that's why. It's because I filmed in the morning. Okay, let's try this again. By the way, I apologize again that I'm really bad at streaming because I'm... Triv, next time you make a suggestion to me, remind me about this. Remind me, oh, Joe, that's fine. You don't have to take my advice. But remember the time I suggested that that we moderate with me on voice? And I'm like, I'll give it a shot first with just me. And I don't know what I'm doing. You know, just remind me. Remind me of this. Because this would be a lot easier if you were able to talk to me. I don't mind the difference in quality. It helps if you drop it to 480. Are you having video issues with this? Because I thought everything was looking fine-ish. Even diamonds were once coal. I just need Superman to come and squeeze me. Just turn me into a little... No, with my luck, it just give me kidney stones. Thor's locked from the other side. Okay, is there anything else in here? Nope. Alright, well, I guess I gotta hit this little book here. I have to bash the book. And there's Stillwall's ghost. I'm back in the... Get away from me! A frame drop or two. Well, that's not so bad. Oh, it is lagging, though, for... Oh, hey, it's... Wow, it's this guy. Yeah, remember earlier when we were talking about, were there any Scooby villains that were racist? This one is a little, at the very least, culturally insensitive. I mean, I don't look for things to be like upset about, but it's not great. It's not great. It's no Chinese theater. No, you don't. When it comes to Scooby infamy, you don't get much worse than Chinese theater. But kidney stones, yes, kidney stones are my biggest fear. I had cancer. True story. Whenever I get kidney stones, afterward, it takes me a long time to recover mentally. And it's not because people are like, maybe you should see a psychiatrist. No, it's not a matter of being suicidal, but it's a matter of not caring if I live or die. There's a difference, because suicidal implies self-harm. It's nothing like that. But if I've got kidney stones and I know that I'm about to die, I don't care. And that feeling lasts for quite a while. So when I got my cancer diagnosis, it was after I just had kidney stone surgery, so I was still in that melancholy. So I'm like, oh, I got cancer? More medical stuff. That was pretty much it. I snorted when the doctor told me. He's like, well, it's cancer. So I'm like, I'm sure he was like, what the hell is this guy? But that's what it was. And I only found out about the cancer because of all of these tests they gave me for my kidney stone surgery. So yeah, kidney stones are life-changing. They are the worst thing. What's my favorite episode ever? It's hard to quantify because I like episodes for different reasons. Honestly, the best Scooby episode of all time has to be the Space Kook episode. It is what Scooby could have been all the time. It's clear when the producers made that episode, they were like, screw it. Let's scare the stuff out of these kids. Because that's what they did. They wrote a legitimate horror TV episode, and they made it just kid-friendly enough to be able to put it on the air. But that episode was a freaking horror show for little kids. And I think it really... Scooby would have been so much better if it had always stayed like that. But, then they got lazy. They oversold the episodes. They had to just start writing stuff. And that's why you got the lazy stuff like the new Scooby-Doo movies. Then they went back to the basics with the Scooby-Doo show. And then the ratings kind of started taking a tank. So they had to invent Scrappy and go from there. So I think, honestly, the best episode of Scooby-Doo is probably the Space Kook episode. But it's not necessarily my favorite either, because I like to laugh. Laughing is my favorite of anything to do. Second favorite thing of anything to do, because obviously, eating is pretty up there too. But because of the laughter, there are any number of Be Cool Scooby-Doo episodes that I would go back to and rewatch over and over, because they are peak comedy and peak Scooby-Doo. Did I say Chinese theater? If I did say Chinese theater, yeah, I screwed up. I meant Chinese restaurant. The Mystery Mask mix-up episode. That was pretty bad. Oh, what? Okay, this looks like a boss fight. Does this game have boss fights? I'm afraid to... Okay, there's a save spot. Can I reach the save spot? Because... Come on, get there. Yeah, let's... It looks like a boss fight. Save. Yes. Save. I don't... Can I hurt you? Nope. Come back here so I can hurt you. Oh. I sound like every awful boyfriend ever. Baby, I love you. I've changed. Now come back here so I can hurt you. That got dark. Sorry. Hearing Joe say peek is kind of funny. Okay. I'm told this isn't a boss fight, so... Okay. Whoa, she's shooting. Okay, she's not, like, aiming. She's just shooting. Okay. Oh, hey! Yeah, okay, lap it up, you... Bad word. Okay. How do I... Okay, so I probably got to jump up there. Can I jump? Oh, God. I was raised Catholic. I'm not religious anymore, but I was raised Catholic. And, so when you're raised in an Irish Catholic household, swearing is almost like attending church. So even to this day, like I said, I haven't been a practicing Catholic since I was like 10. But to this day, when I swear, when I really get angry and want to really let out a lot of invectives, I sound like I'm Jesus H. Christ, Holy Mother of Mary, God Almighty, Jesus Christ, and all the saints. That's where I go with this. And I'm really trying to not do that. But I'm really having trouble. How am I supposed to get past these guys? Would ever make any story time video? Story time. Received gift membership. 3Cat Day, thank you for whatever that is. I don't know what that is. This is my first live stream. I don't know what that is, but thank you. That is appreciated. But I don't know. But I did not want to monetize this video. I mean, I may get monetized when it's up in the videos to look at. But since I don't know what I'm really bad at this game. Since I don't know what I'm doing, I don't feel right monetizing stuff if I'm half-assing it. And I'm not trying to half-ass this. But I don't think I'm full-assing this either. So that's why I didn't. Oh, finally. There's another one. Leave me alone. And there's a. I'm not very good at this. So I thought I turned off all monetization on this. So if people are paying money, Triv says, Joe, just say thank you. Thank you. That don't. But it is appreciated. And I'm dead. Let me take another sip of thumb dye. Actually, okay. Guys, it has been 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. Let me, memory card, slot A, save, mind your manners. I always got the puns. I think this might be a good spot to stop. Does it exist? Yes. Because I didn't want to. What the hell was that El Camon sound? Can I pause? There we go. Pause. There's no music. I think this is probably a good spot to stop the stream because I am taking up Triv's time for moderating. And again, thank you so much for doing this, Triv. And thank you for your help earlier getting this set up. Stella, hi, thank you. Good to, and Joe Dixon, thank you. Hoity-toity. I love that because I got a friend who makes a lot more money than me, and he and his wife will do things that are that are above a normal pay grade from what I would, like they've got a, and I love them, and I don't begrudge them this. It's funny how we deal with this, because, but I always refer to this stuff as hoity-toity, because they'll have things like, oh, we went to wow, let me let English get back up here real quick. Lately, they've been going to a lot of plays, because in their big city, they have a membership for like season tickets for plays for this thing, which to me, that is the hoitiest of toities to go to plays. I mean, I went to the Book of Mormon in Chicago back in 2013. That was like a one-off thing. I can't imagine going to those on a regular basis. I don't put anyone down for doing that. It's just, that's not something a normal Midwesterner would necessarily do on a regular basis. So again, I do want to apologize for missing a lot of the chat. That is absolutely, unequivocally, 100% my fault. Triv had suggested that we do this with voice with her in there as well. I really should have done that, because then she could read it. She could talk to me as I'm looking at the game. I'm really bad at multitasking. I'm a guy, and in general, we're bad at multitasking. I know is that sexist? Maybe. It's not meant to be sexist. It doesn't have to be sexist. Joe, me personally, am very bad at multitasking. So that would have been a lot of help if she had done that. Joe, quit being so damn Midwestern. You did great. Now I really wish you were in voice, because then you could do your Fargo accent and throw that Midwestern stuff at me. Paulie, thank you. That was nice of you to say. Helicopter. But I feel bad, because I know I've got Patreon supporters in here. I've got YouTube channel members. I've got people who are always in my chat, always in my comments. And I'm sure I've missed a lot of you, and I'm so sorry, but I'm really bad at this. But just bear in mind, even if I don't see you, I absolutely appreciate the hell out of all of you. I do what I can to answer all the comments in my stuff as often as I can. I don't always get it super quickly, because it's in batches. It's when, okay, I've got time, I can sit down and do this. And I'm sorry that it sounds repetitive when I say in most of my comments, thank you for watching and commenting. But I don't know any other way to illustrate that. Yes, I am legitimately thankful for you guys watching and taking the time to comment. It absolutely means the world to me. Again, thank you for my Patreon supporters. It helps me. It's the YouTube stuff has helped me improve a lot of the channel. I mean, when people say, well, if you subscribe, it helps support the channel, helps upgrade. It really has been in my case. I was able to upgrade my computer here year before last year, whenever it was. Time is a blur. I recently upgraded my lighting on the back. You can see, like, if I move over, I've got a big, tall light behind me. I've got two of those. You only see one on the screen. But that's a much better tube lighting to make my green screen more uniform, so I don't end up with little shadows. Because every so often, if you look into my older videos, if I move my hands like this, if the shadow of my thumb gets behind me, it leaves black. If you know how keying works, how green screen stuff works, if you don't know, you have to have a uniform color. Or as uniform as you can. And if you end up with shadow pockets, as far as the computer's concerned, it's a different color. So when it blocks that color out to replace the background, it thinks that's not supposed to be blocked out. So they got some new lighting, and those were not cheap. Those were pretty expensive. And it's kind of sad, because they do a lot more than just do white. And I thought about having those on in the background, because they look like lightsabers. They're really cool when you have to have the different colors on them, but it doesn't work for this kind of streaming setup. So I think I'm rambling now, and I apologize for that. I do have a tendency to ramble, and I apologize. That's the benefit of spending 20 hours on a script and writing everything out ahead of time and practicing, just so you can screw up and have to take multiple takes in front of the teleprompter. Yeah, I'll give you a chance. If someone wants to throw me a question that I missed, I'll wait to exit out. I'll give you a couple minutes if you throw some questions in, and then if not, then we'll just call it a night. Triv, again, thank you. I don't know if Dan's still on. I don't know if our other Discord buddies are still on. Rambling is good for streaming, means you can make it longer and longer. Some people go for it. Rambling is okay as long as it's entertaining. If I really wanted to, I could just start singing, and nobody wants that. Top 3 favorite new Scooby-Doo movie guests. I like Don Adams. I always had a soft spot for Don Adams. Give me a sec. You're going to see a little bit of my screen here where I've got my, because it helps if I can't immediately in my head remember the, let's see. Oh, Addams Family. Oh God, I forgot. Love the Addams Family. Addams Family's probably, I'm just a fan of the Addams Family. So Addams Family, Don Adams, Josie and the Pussycat. Josie and the Pussycats. I like the Archie stuff. Not so much what they did to Dan DeCarlo, the creator of Josie and the Pussycats, but I do have a soft spot for that. So Addams Family, Don Adams, and Josie and the Pussycat. Josie and the Pussycats. Oh my God. Again, that's the benefit of editing. I can chop out all these really bad takes, so all you see is perfect. Let's see. How many wives? I'm on my 3rd. Hopefully my last. Either I will wake up to a corpse or she will wake up to a corpse. Shoot. Everything's scrolling so fast. Top 3 minutes. Oh, hi, Dan. Sorry. Oh, it's really late there for you, isn't it? Oh, my God. He's like, well, when is Joe going to get off this chat? Dan doesn't sound like that. Dan does not sound like a really bad Ringo Starr. I just do a really bad English accent. That's why I used Dan once for one of my videos where I needed an English accent. I recorded it a couple times and I'm like, I actually know someone with a real English accent. Maybe I can get him to just record this line. So thank you again for that one time, Dan. Magia Record. I'm familiar with Magia Record in your previous videos. I don't know what that means. If that's an anime, I'm not sure. It ticks my anime radar. Let's see. Yes, I'm on my 3rd wife. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something. Yeah, you don't want me singing. What celebrity guest star would you like to see on a Scooby-Doo episode? Well, I could be gross and say Callista Flockhart because she was my 90s and 2000s celebrity crush. I could say Audrey Hepburn because she's my old Hollywood crush. Honestly, I really like the ones where they had the actual voice actors when they popped in a couple times. Those were nice. Those were nice. I always have a soft spot for the voice actors. God, I don't really have a favorite celebrity as far as those go. Most of my favorites are like authors like Douglas Adams, the late Douglas Adams. So I'm sorry, I don't really have an offhand, like if you ask me, what color would you like to see on Scooby-Doo? I'd be like, I'd like to see the color purple on Scooby-Doo because that's my favorite color. I don't really have a favorite celebrity like that. Oh, the Kiss movie? Yes. Everyone knows I am real fond of Gene Simmons. Do I have a favorite Evil Dead movie? I like Army of Darkness. I'm a basic person. Army of Darkness. I like the other two. But Army of Darkness is the one I saw first, which blew my mind to find out later that this is a sequel. I had no idea, because Army of Darkness is so different from what came before. So yeah, Army of Darkness. I did watch Ash versus Evil Dead. It was okay. I like Bruce Campbell, but I don't want to be mean. And when someone says that, they're about to be mean, but I don't want to be. Bruce Campbell, when he did Ash versus Evil Dead, and I know they really played on the age thing, but he was still a little bit too old. It's like when he was in Doctor Strange, the last Doctor Strange movie. I love Bruce Campbell, don't get me wrong, but at a certain point, the magic is not quite there. It's like the one time I saw George Carlin in concert. He was in the 90s, and I think he was in a bad spot in his life. And you grow up, you see George Carlin in concert, you see him in movies, but seeing him on stage, it was like watching someone's grandpa just being angry, and not angry in a funny way either. Like, grandpa was on stage because he just didn't like where life had taken him at that moment. Now, I found out later his first wife had died not too long before that, so I always kind of look at it in hindsight, giving him that much benefit of the doubt, so to speak. I keep tapping my mic's in front of me, and my pop guard is on a big long arm, and I keep tapping it by accident. So if you hear this, that's what's happening. So yeah, I like Bruce Campbell. I think he was just a little bit beyond where he should have been a lead in a show. Let's see. I do not have a Discord server. I am on a private Discord server with a bunch of other YouTube friends, Triv and Dan. It's not mine. I tapped it again. It's not mine to invite anyone. So I'm on Discord, but I'm not like on Discord where most people can see me. I'm not sure Dan's. We're really insular on that Discord channel. At least I feel we are. And we seldom get new people. And sometimes when we've had a new person, they didn't play well with others, so to speak. So I would never invite anyone myself. So it would be up to Dan or Triv if they wanted to send anybody in that direction. I seemed familiar with Maggie Record. I don't know what that is, and I'm sorry if I gave the impression I was familiar with it, or maybe I know it from something else, but not that word. That's Evil Dead, Don Adams, yep. Tennessee Tuxedo. Wow. That wasn't even close. That was Kermit the Frog. That wasn't Don Adams. I can't do Don Adams. I loved Inspector Gadget. That's my favorite Don Adams role. I didn't hear a harumph from that guy. Harumph, harumph, harumph. God, they're all dead. Like, they're all dead from that movie, except I think the only one who's still alive, apart from Mel Brooks, is the actor who played the cowboy, the really racist cowboy at the beginning with the black hair. Why don't we hear a good old something folk song, work song? He's still alive, I believe. Yep. Dan says if I want to send anyone to our Discord, they're more than welcome. So I would put if Triv or Dan wants to put a link to that, they are more than welcome. But I got to warn you, the Discord is not family friendly at times. So you are warned ahead of time. That is That is Joe After Dark. This is Joe. This is Joe. This is primetime Joe. This is rated G or PG Joe. You get to our Discord channel, you will see some after hours Joe. You will, and Dan and Triv. So I'm not saying we're horrible. I'm not saying we're horrible all the time, but it's not always exactly everyone's cup of tea, particularly with certain movies we occasionally share in there. And by we, I mean Dan. A certain bat-themed film. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. Let's see. Favorite Scooby-Doo game? It wasn't this one, but mainly because I haven't played a whole lot of Scooby games. My kids had one, which I think was Scooby-Doo Unmasked for the GameCube. And I liked that one. I played that one all the way through back in the day. But I do like the Lego Scooby games. I mean, they really haven't had a Lego Scooby game, but for Lego Dimensions, they had a Scooby-themed add-on, module, whatever you want to call it. So I like that. I like Lego games. I like the classic Lego games. I'm not too fond of where some of them have gone in the series. So Triv has shared our Discord server. Did I ever watch Tremors? I'm not really a Tremors watcher. Sorry, I'm familiar with it. I am familiar with a lot of movies, especially a lot of bad movies. And it's weird because I don't actually watch, in general, I don't actually watch or go for bad movies. But I will watch the hell out of other people watching bad movies. My favorite YouTubers of all time are the guys from Red Letter Media, for example. They got me through a lot of surgeries. They watch movies that I would never watch myself. But watching them talk about it, it's entertaining as hell. Same for Triv's channel and Dan's channel. Triv is more like Mystery Science Theater type stuff. Not always and not exclusively, but there's a lot of that type of Midwestern flair where she'll watch a movie, she'll riff on it. Sometimes she'll have collaborations like what I had with her for my holiday video I did a while back. And but very, very much Mystery Science Theater type of flavor to it. And Dan will occasionally do that, but I respect Dan because it doesn't matter how bad a movie is, he will still treat it like a movie, and he will give it enough respect. And I'm talking the worst, dull, tedious, poorly produced, badly shot, horrible audio, shot on video films, and God damn it, Dan will treat those things like real movies. He will give them the respect that they never got from any other reviewer, and he will discuss the cinematography for these things, and of course the soundtrack, as he likes to put it. So that's what's really good about Dan's stuff, and doing the collabs with those two are really fun. But again, that Discord channel, there's some spiciness. I'm so sorry, stuff's getting past me. Do I think Bluestone needs a different outfit score since he had a transparency? Joe Dixon, again, love that first name. I've been asked to go back and redo some of these old Scooby videos, and honestly, there is probably a good chance that I might give them different scores later. But again, it's because of evolution. As I've gone through, I've developed a different mindset for how I'm looking at things. And yeah, there's a good possibility that what I did in the past would not match how I would rate it now. So would I give him a different score because he had transparency? Possibly. But if I were ever going to do that, go back to these old movies, it would either be after I've hit all the other series and needed more content. And I hate to call it content. I really hate, but that's what it's called. It gives it such an impersonal way of putting it. Because This is hard. When Triv and Dan and all the others, when we do these videos or write-ups, we don't do it thinking like we got to get content to get views, get money. We do it because it's art for us. It's creativity. But anyway, if I did this full time, if I did not have my social media job or I didn't have my office job and I could spend more time just doing the YouTube side of things, maybe I would work on both of those at the same time. I'd spend some time working on a new one and then I'd spend some time going back on the other ones. But I don't have the time right now that I can focus unless I only did one video a month, or it would really limit how much I could do. Plead the fifth. That's Dan. You can't plead the fifth. You're in England with the mushy peas and the blancmange, black pudding, and all that other horrible cuisine you guys have. You don't get to plead the fifth. That's an American thing. Dan says his film nights are family-friendly if your concept of family-friendly is an evening with a sweaty uncle who gets a little too close to your face when he talks. Which I would take over some of my uncles. Hi, you mentioned Leanna Quigley in a video. Have I seen Return of the Living? I have not watched Return of the Living Dead fully, but I have seen some parts of Return of the Living Dead. And we'll just leave it there. Yes, bow chicka bow wow. Unmasked, oh shoot, I saw that, then I bumped my mouse. Where did wow, everything I bumped and I don't know where I saw unmasked. And then I bumped and I lost where I was. Oh, just Joseph. Sorry. I'm Joseph as well, but I was only ever called Joseph by my first wife. It was a weird affectation of hers, even now, because I'm actually still on good terms with my first wife. Apparently, I am on her will, which I'm flattered and a little weirded out, but she still has me in her will for some reason. But she would always call me Joseph. Everyone else in the world would Joe, and people I don't like would call me Joey, because that's what I was when I was a little kid. Oh, little Joey. And then when I hit middle school age, I'm like, no, don't call me Joey. That's for babies. My name's Joe. But I still get some Joeys. Hi from the Sudweeks kids. You got them to watch Scooby-Doo with me. Well, good. Any more Scooby viewers out there? Is this a good thing? I'm really bad at this. Talk about spotted dick. Yeah, they're just the weirdest foods over there. But still the mushy peas. I mean, come on. Peas are bad enough, but the British found a way to make them worse. What's my favorite restaurant? I can't go by what I order most from DoorDash because my wife has celiac. My wife is just broken. My current wife, my last wife, hopefully. So my broken is she's diabetic, neuropathy, she's celiac, which was first found a couple of years ago. So, and since we live in the Midwest, in a small part of the small county in the Midwest, small town, our DoorDash options are limited. Our restaurant options are limited because of her. So I can't go by what I normally, we always eat here because it's my favorite. But there's a Mexican restaurant in our area which has really good arroz con pollo and tacos. And it's not real arroz con pollo. It's gringo arroz con pollo, which is just shredded fried chicken and rice and queso. When I go to Cincinnati to see my sister, there's a restaurant out there called the Bucket of Nails, I think. they serve essentially fish. I don't like fish as a rule, but they have really good fish and chips. So I always get that when I'm over there. And there was an Indian restaurant over there I don't remember the name of. Now, as far as chains go, restaurant chains, Taco Bell, I guess, is fine. Pizza Hut is fine. I had Domino's for dinner tonight, but again, that's only because it's one of the few places that my wife, with her celiac, that she can have. Yeah, or the restaurant at the end of the universe. Very good. 42. No, actually, of all the Douglas Adams stuff, the one I quote the most is literally hemorrhaging fuck. I will just let that F-bomb slip through. Whenever you see hemorrhaging fuck in my videos, that's a reference to Douglas Adams. That is my favorite. And I love Douglas Adams. He's got so many good quotes, but that's my favorite. Just the horribleness of hemorrhaging fuck always stuck with me. So that's my favorite Douglas Adams quote. Do the fish come in buckets? No, they do not. They come in cheap styrofoam. Cheap styrofoam. And they fall apart, but they're still really good. Now, nicknames, Joey. That's the one I don't like. Yeah, there was a lot of Adams. In fact, never mind. I almost got a little political there for a second. I stopped myself. I'm not going to go there, but the word Adams popped up, and that reminded me of something. But okay, wow, not even the classy styrofoam, just the generic foldable that they have for these kind of restaurants. Do they serve it with gravy? The fish and chips? No. Just, it comes with tartar sauce. Not enough. I always have to order extra because they come in a little cup. The fish itself are these giant they almost look like fish size. They're huge. And then I get 2 of these things and big thick steak potatoes. The little tiny cup of tartar sauce, little tiny cup. And I always have to get like an extra. Yeah, I guess it would be Friday the 13th and Adamsy. If anybody had any other questions, I know it's been like a half an hour past when I said, we'll give another couple minutes if someone's got anything else to ask. And again, my apologies. If I do this again, if there's enough people, let me get English back in my head. If enough people have indicated they really enjoyed this and this is worth doing, I may do this again. I'll definitely see if I can get with Triv ahead of time and get her figured out with the voice so I can have someone to actually catch stuff in chat, because again, I feel so bad and I feel so guilty that I'm sure I missed so many comments from people, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I missed comments. But what I did not want to do, and I'm not going to promise I won't do this in the future because we all got bills to pay, but I know that there's a way to set this up where if someone pays like $1 or $5, then ding, they get a big old giant thing that pops up that gets the attention of the person doing the streaming, and they notice it and they'll read it. I really don't want to do that because I just feel that's a little, especially not for my celebratory, hey, I got 10,000 subs, thank you everybody. It just seems a little crass. Keep bumping this thing. I do monetize the videos, and I do, which I kind of feel bad for, but again, everyone's got bills. But I do whatever the basic YouTube stuff, because when you monetize this stuff, YouTube has suggestions. I'm just like, fine, I don't know what I'm doing. Click, yes, whatever. I don't see the ads myself because I actually pay for the YouTube subscription, because YouTube is my Netflix. I don't remember the last time I actually used my Netflix account. I watch pretty much nothing but Netflix or Crunchyroll as far as streaming services go. So to me, it's worth the money to not have ads. Let's see. Yes, thank you to who gave the gift of membership. I just wish I knew what that meant, and I feel so stupid. I don't know what that is. Maybe later I'll get with Triv and she'll talk me through this. Because do I have any pets? Yes and no. I had 2 wonderful cats, 2 awesome, gorgeous, wonderful cats. They both died in 2024. 2024 was a bad year for me when it comes to people dying. Lost a cat that I had for almost 20 years in March. Lost my favorite cat from 12 years in May. I think it was May. Lost my mom in November. And lost He-Man, guy who voiced He-Man. He was a kind of a friend of the family, more of a friendly acquaintance to me. I'd talk to him once or twice a year, occasionally. It's been a while because his health kind of went there toward the end. He was, I believe, he was in a nursing home or at least assisted care. But I love those pets, and they're gone. They're not gone. They're under my front porch, but they're not up here anymore. I have a dog, Carmel. I've shown her a couple times in some of my videos. Big fat dog because everything in my house gets fat. And then my wife has a cat. I don't like that cat. I hate that cat. I've never had a cat in my life that I've actually hated. But I hate that cat. I am always nice to that cat. And she will hiss at me when I pet her. She will have the audacity, the gall to come into the kitchen when I'm in the morning, filling up my orange thumb juice. And she will sit there and meow at me, demanding that I give her wet cat food. And I'm like, okay, if this helps her like me, I'll give it a shot and I'll peel the thing and I'll put it down. And she'll just sit there and stare at it because I'm too close to it. So I will back off. I'll make my tea and she'll finally deign to walk her aloof little ass, little butt over there to eat it. And then I'll just kind of reach down to try to pet her and she'll just like, yeah. But then sometimes she'll let me pet her without any issues. And she always purrs. But she's not consistent. And she'll, like 2 nights ago, when I went to bed, she was on the bed sleeping next to my wife. I reach over to pet her. I hate that cat. So, do I have pets? Yes and no. My wife has a pet. Let's see. Do I have any Scooby-Doo Legos? Just the Dimension Legos, which are, I think, up in my attic when I put that away, because that was for I think that was for my PS4. Yeah, the only Legos I kept, I've got my, I've got like my, in case anybody didn't know, this is what the Lego Dimension stuff was. It's kind of like Skylanders, if anyone's familiar with that, where you buy these little toys. They have these little sensors on the bottom, and you play a video game, and you put these on the sensor, and it would open things up. So I've got my Portal Legos, but I don't have any of the Scooby-Doo Legos, which is weird. I also quote that line from, I don't know what that means. I am here now indicating wish more streams. Maybe. I mean, I will probably do it. This was a lot of fun. I was nervous as hell going into this. And I'm sure I'd still be nervous to do another one, but it's always easier, I'm sure, after the first one. And Triv has been so helpful with me for this. She really did a good job getting me over my nervousness, volunteering to mod. Cats, 12812. Oh, well. I love you too, sweetie. And I promise I didn't say anything bad about my daughter earlier in the stream at the very beginning, because I didn't think she would actually see this. I love you, sweetie. It wasn't. You know me. You know I wouldn't have said anything too bad. I love you, sweetie. Enjoy the new house. But I love you too, sweetheart. My daughter popped in a chat. So, not my son, because, he's got a girlfriend. Will I be watching Netflix more? Every Scooby series I've got purchased somehow, so I never bother streaming, because I watch them on, God, it's not called Vudu anymore, Fandango. I watch them on Fandango, so, 2 questions without any spoilers. Without any spoilers? You've never seen any of my videos before. I am the king of spoilers. Without any spoilers, what's your favorite villain disguise from Mystery Incorporated? For a bad reason, probably the gargoyle, not the gargoyle. Oh my God, it's been so long since I watched it. It was when they were in the desert. Were they in the desert? Because it was one of Marcy's outfits, and I always thought Marcy was hot. So bad reason. I'm a dude. I liked the outfit because she was hot. But I mean, as far as the villains go in general, I love Professor Pericles. Man, that is one evil owl. Best evil owl in fiction. What was your second question? Only about their outfit powers and not their actions. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be base about it, and I like the cute ones. I'm not too ashamed to. I don't have any shame. I'll admit I like the cute. And what would your monster costume? What would my monster costume be? I have wanted. There are 2. I shouldn't do this to myself, because every time I've dressed up in an outfit for doing my videos, like when I was with Triv doing my Santa outfit, and that beard was terrible, and for my Dan outfit when I had the monocle and the full Beefeater outfit, it is so uncomfortable. And it took me a while to be able to talk through that beard I was wearing with Triv's. But I have thought about doing a couple of full costumes before. I won't say what one of them is, because I still may do that at some point in the future. But I would make a good Uncle Fester. I mean, look at me. I look like Uncle Fester without even trying, okay? But I can't find, because I've looked for it, I cannot find his robe. Because every Uncle Fester disguise out there is like Uncle Fester from the Wednesday series, or the Uncle Fester from the movies from the 2000s. 2000s? No, they were in the 90s. Sorry. The 90s with Christopher Lloyd. I'm talking about Jackie Coogan, 1950s Uncle Fester. Can't find it. Can't find that anywhere. Yes, YouTube memberships are like Patreon. As far, is that what? No, that could be what that means. Let's see. Would I keep Scooby-Doo as a pet? No. Great Danes have a very short life expectancy. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, would love a Great Dane, because he is really into, dude has a Scooby tattoo. Okay. He's a huge Scooby fan too. And he always wanted a Great Dane. But my sister is against it because of, first of all, she doesn't want a boy Great Dane, because she's seen what Great Danes look like when they're laying on their back. And the second reason is they have a very short life expectancy. And I can see my own dog. I can see she's in her silver years now. And as much as she annoys me, and as I'm like, get up the stairs, and I'm like, oh my God, she's walking down them stairs real slowly. So, Jesus, I'm sorry, Joe. Oh, my cats. Yeah, it was pretty bad. My old one, the 20-year-old, she passed on our sofa between when my wife went to work and when I was going to work. So that she was sick for a while. But man, my second cat, my little one, Lyoko, we had to take her in. We had to watch it happen. And yeah, plenty of people have gone through that, and it sucks. It sucks. Last half of 2020, yeah, it's last few years have been just Yep, I lost a friend in March, and a friend of mine lost his stepdad a couple weeks ago. But you get to a certain age, and I don't want to say you become used to it, and it's always bad when it happens, but it doesn't quite have the impact as it goes along. I don't know if that's comforting or not. It's probably not comforting. It's probably pretty sad when you think about it, but that's just life. It sucks, but that's life. Gotta orange those thumbs. Well, I'm doing I got new ice molds now, so I can try to do it without touching as much as possible. So you'll probably see less orange thumb in the future, but it is not Cheetos. I want to stress that. It is not Cheetos or any cheese-flavored powdery snacks, because I don't like those. I'm a weird fat guy. Fat guys are supposed to love bacon, cake, and Cheetos. I don't like Cheetos. Bacon, I could care less about bacon. Could not care less about bacon. And cake, I'm not a fan of. And cupcakes, even less so, because cupcakes are cake with more work. Because you got to sit there and peel them and do that stuff. No, I'm not. I can eat it. Not a fan. Would put yes, and I would crate Scooby. When I take my dog out in my car, I don't take her for like across the country or anything like that. But if I take her to get her nails trimmed or get her shots, she is leashed in the back of my, what do I drive? SUV. So no, I would definitely leash Scooby. I would not feed my dog chocolate, but if my wife's cat got a hold of chocolate, that's a tragedy. Don't tell her I said that, sweetie. If my daughter is still even in the chat. Lego Dimensions was cool, but it could have been better, admittedly. I think I've got some Funko Pops of Scooby somewhere. I've got Space Kook Funko Pop. My wife might have. No, my wife's got Funko of Scooby. Toys in the Attic. I've got Toys in the Attic. Better than the Flowers in the Attic. If you've read those books. I haven't read those books as my first wife's favorite books. Would you do your villain review for this game? I would have to play the game fully to be able to do it, because I have people ask, well, do the villain rankings on the games, and you can see the problem of doing that is there's very little narrative in these kind of games, so it'd be kind of hard to do. Yes, rest in peace, passive aggressive spoiler warning, but I'm telling you, I really don't miss the work involved in doing them, or I really don't miss losing 4 hours because I have screwed up and used the music from the trailer for whatever film I was doing, and I got a copyright match and I had to re-encode the thing. So I don't miss that either. Favorite Scooby-Doo movie? Zombie Island. Live action would be the first Scooby movie. But favorite Scooby movie of all time? Zombie Island, hands down. No, Pericles was an owl. I made a video, I think, doing a pretty good job proving why he was an owl and not a parrot. I don't care what the series itself said. Oh, he's a something red parrot, gray parrot, something like, I can't remember the species of parrot. He's a friggin' owl. Damn it. I will. That's a hill I'm dying on. Dark Lilith, thank you. Yes, that's the character. Yep. Whoop. There goes Chad. Sealing up. Where did it go? Kawaii. Yes. Dark Lilith hot dog water's costume. Because hot dog water. I always liked the nerds. The nerd characters. They always appeal to me. I don't know what he's apologizing for copying and pasting so much. I'm missing something. Yeah, you don't want short-lived dogs. That just, it's, yeah, I've seen the notes on what Jackie Coogan wore, but trying to find something that matched that fur that he had around it. That's tricky. The closest I've come to was trying to find a big, thick wool coat and then like get a scarf to wrap it around my neck. But I could see myself doing an Uncle Fester for one of my videos, doing a black and white, if I did like a Halloween episode of Scooby or something like that. And there goes chat. When I'm it's because I'm trying to scroll down and chat just, and I miss stuff. Yes, there is a Space Kook Funko, Stella. Yep. I'm staring at it right now. I can't point my camera that way, but it's on my shelf over there. It's also covered in dust because I'm a pig. Well, yes, I'm a pig for many reasons. The newer ones have more plot. It was difficult keeping the spoiler warnings going that long. Yes. Oh, Ryuga, what was your question? I'm sorry. If you want to post it again, I'll try to look for it. What series am I excited to cover? Mystery Incorporated. I really want to get there because that's my favorite Scooby series. I love, and Be Cool Scooby-Doo is my second. One of the showrunners or writers for Be Cool, he and I were mutuals on Twitter back before Twitter became a thing. And we had a few talks back and forth on there. Not anything, he wouldn't know me from Adam, but it was really cool that he actually engaged with his fans like that. So I always got a soft spot for him in that series. Do I watch or like any of the Scooby-Doo clone shows? Ryuga, I'm assuming you mean like Goober and the Ghost Chasers or the Funky Phantom and things like that. Not particularly. I've seen most of them because I was a kid growing up in the 70s. But I do remember to this day playing with a kid back when I was living in another town, probably elementary school aged, and he found some sort of like a book reader microscope thing. It was this cheap plastic, like it's just a cheap plastic rectangle with like a big microscope, a big magnifying glass on one side and a light. And he was out there playing Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Like, nobody played Goober and the Ghost Chasers, but this kid was. He was going, here's my Spectre detector looking for the ghost. It's like, I mean, I was in elementary school and I even knew this kid was, you don't play Goober and the Ghost Chasers. The guy who made Mystery Incorporated had a fetish and made the female monsters. Maybe Adrian, but I think it was just the art style. Everybody looked hot on that series. Especially Daphne. I saw someone somewhere, I think on Reddit earlier, they're like, what's your favorite? Which Daphne do you think is the hottest? And I didn't answer, but I was like, well, Mystery Incorporated Daphne. They did her justice. Looks wise. If I'm being, gross, sorry. But yeah, looks wise, that was the best Daphne. Who is the most annoying, Scrappy, Scooby-Dum, or Flim Flam? I can't answer that yet because I've not gotten to the 13 Ghosts. And I have seen 13 Ghosts before, but it's been so long, I can't immediately conjure up Flim Flam. But I have to say, I am thinking of doing a non-villain ranking video. No promises. It's one of those where I've got a list that I keep of ideas for videos where I describe how Scrappy may not be as bad as we thought. Because after having gone through all these Scrappy episodes so far, I have come to the conclusion that he is not nearly as bad as pop culture has made him to be. And I think it's because his first season was a disaster. Different voice, different mannerisms. The Scrappy of the first season of Scooby and Scrappy-Doo is not the same Scrappy from 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, going all the way to the end of the series. He's not as bad as people think. But if all you ever remember is that first season of Scooby and Scrappy-Doo, yeah, he's the worst. So, yes, Be Cool is very good. All it had wrong with it was its art style. I mean, I give them credit, and I'm glad that they tried something different. Honestly, even Velma, and I'm not defending Velma at all because it was garbage. But having said that, it's good that they were willing to try something new, because trying something new gave us Mystery Incorporated. If they just wanted to stick with the Scooby, the Scooby we're always accustomed to, we would have just done season 5 of What's New Scooby-Doo, and we wouldn't have gotten the incredible depth of Mystery Incorporated. So that is the only positive I can say about Velma is, hey, they took a chance. And again, sorry for all the sniffing. This time of night, I'm starting to fade a little bit, and I have bad sinuses. Well, yeah, I mean, you do get some of the male ones looking pretty hot in Mystery Incorporated. I mean, Fred was beefcake. They gave him some shirtless things. I can see where there might be some people in the audience that might be their first puberty. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I think you all know where I'm going with that. Yes, Scrappy did save Scooby from cancellation. Mark Evanier, who was one of the writers for that series, he's like the elder statesman for comic books. He did a really good essay about Scrappy, defending him, which admittedly, when I read that, it made me feel a little less bad about Scrappy. And yeah, Scrappy did help save the franchise. We have to give him that much, but God, they could have done better. Don't you dare call me out, Joe. What did I do, Battery Man? Well, hell, guys, it is 10 o'clock. Triv, I'm so sorry I kept you so late. Dan, if you're still there, everyone from England, and elsewhere, sorry I kept it so late. I'm so sorry, but I am gonna call it here. Thank you so much, everybody. This was a lot of fun. It was a lot better than I was expecting in terms of like, how bad am I going to be? How boring am I going to be? You all have been incredible. Triv, thank you again. Dan, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's true. I guess it is only 9 o'clock your time, but here in the real world, it's 10 o'clock, Triv, in the civilized part of the Midwest. And I don't know if I'll do this again, but please remember, I put a link to Triv's channel down in the description for this video. You really need to check her out. Please go and subscribe to her too. Her stuff is incredible. Dan at TYTD is good. Oh God, it is 3 a.m. over there. It's like we're playing Riv Tracks. I love you all too. thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for getting me to 10,000. What's the most trite thing I could say? Here's to the next 10,000. I respect you much more than doing that. So, all right, I'm going to call it. Yes, Indiana is the middle finger of the South. Oh, Chris. Oh, I wonder if that's someone I know. Is that okay? If that's the Chris I know, what's the S word? Oh, look, there's hoity-toity. How appropriate. Well, I don't know if that Chris has the spark of what I'm referring to, but we'll call it there. Oh, it is. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you again so much for everything. I love you guys, and I love doing this, and I don't know where the button is to stop this. So it's gonna get awkward here until I can figure out how to stop this. So just yes, that is definitely the Chris I'm thinking of. The hole in the shorts. Okay, is it this button? Not that button. Come on, where are you at? Oh, it's here. Oh, for crying out loud. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, there it is. Boop.